Hi, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Fireside Chats with Next. I'm Neena George, Product Manager at Next, and I'm joined by my friend and colleague, Chris Denbigh-White, our CISO. Welcome, Chris, and congrats on the promotion, by the way.
Thank you very much. Great to be here.
And so when we last spoke at RSA, we spoke about how security tools could really complement each other in the ecosystem. And I think that really closely ties to what we're going to talk about today. We're really excited about these two new features that we launched, which are the Reveal's event or SIEM streaming service and the Splunk app for Reveal. So I just wanted to get your take on what you think about these two features. Have you tried it out? And what are your thoughts about it?
Yeah, I looked at these. Long story short, they're pretty cool. Two things spring to mind that I really like about them. Firstly, once you have all this set up, the ease of using the platform and using the service. What I want to do is an incident goes off. I want to see it in a theme and I want to be able to do something about it. So it gives me the ability to look at it, see an event, jump off, triage, and go back to the real platform to investigate, to figure out what happened and why it happened, which is really, really cool. Even before then, the ease of setting this up is pretty cool. Previously, I've worked with theme solutions and large log data sources, and it's always a pain to get the logs in, hope the logs are getting in, capture the logs at the other side and having Splunk ingest them, figure out what index and all that business. With this, it is super simple. Install, set it up, and it just goes. I really, really love this. It plays really nicely in the ecosystem that I have. I'm sure you're going to ask me about the Splunk-based app as well, but and I like that as well. I like being able to go into like an app and download a connector that just works because I need high quality data. In my Splunk, historically, I've had issues where, there's time clock drift and things don't work as they should. You don't get that with this, and that's something playing with it really like. You install it, the logs are there, they're accurate, there's fidelity, there's the logs that you expect are there are going to be there. And I get what I need, which is clean data that I can trust.
It seems to me that as a practitioner, you not only use the detections that we send into the SIEM, but you're using the Reveal platform as well. And so the two parts really enhance each other, both the Reveal platform as well as SIEM. The detections enhance the SIEM, and then the events in the SIEM help make Reveal better as well. Could you maybe touch upon that a little bit more?
Exactly. Better together indeed. It's a two-way street. I have the instance inside the SIEM that the Reveal platform generates, but it gives me the ability to not just triage and remediate that individual thing, because that's great and we all want to do that. Moving forwards, I want to understand the precursor activities of why that event went off in the first place. Are there certain behavioral changes I need to address? And being able to jump back into the Reveal platform to have that high-quality data to do that from the point of understanding that the incident took place from my view into Splunk really helps.
That's really great to hear. And I heard you touch upon the detections being sent to the SIEM and then the investigative aspects within Reveal. How else do you use the detections in SIEM? Are there other use cases that you would use this for?
I think they're really useful for tracking behavioral change over time as well. Things like management information and reporting up to a board. The detections are great in a tactical operational perspective, but also these are great to aggregate alongside other data for reporting behavioral and security posture change over time as well. In short, the information that I've got makes the data I have in Splunk better and more useful. So I can do multiple things: investigations, high-level change of security culture, and being able to report that to the people that need to know it. Don't get me wrong, it's really cool. But how does it work? And, why did you approach this as a feature? Why this next?
So there are several factors that factor into building these features. So one, as you said, is the playing together aspect. So when we talk to different customers across various different industries, the one thing that's common among all these customers is they have a lot of different tools. And the thing that they tell us is, I love your tool, but it's got to play well with other tools in my environment. So just having those integrative aspects, that's critical, that's key in today's world. People want to use tools that play with each other well in the security ecosystem. So integrations is a basic need. And then when it comes to large scale and truly enterprise grade environments, you need services that can scale.
So you're telling me this actually works in a truly global, large scale enterprise across the globe?
Yes. And
that's really cool.
Using it in such a manner as well. You need to use services that can support this at scale, that do not drop any events, because a single detection can serve as a linchpin for an investigation. It's really important for auditing, as you mentioned as well, right? You have to be able to send these events without dropping any events, without any choke points, getting them in a timely manner into the scene. And that's why we came up with the idea of building the SIEM streaming service.
So is this super expensive? Do I have to pay a load extra now that I'm streaming all these events into Splunk?
Absolutely not. If you're a existing Reveal customer, you get the feature for free. The event streaming service is built into the platform. And if you are a Splunk customer, there's a Splunk app that is available on Splunk Base that you can download for free and integrate into your existing Splunk instance.
Now, that seems ultra simple. And that's, like I said, that's what I liked about it. I go to my Splunk app store, I get the Reveal Splunk app, and I go into Reveal and set that, send the data. And it kind of just works. I really like this. And like I say, it gives me the fidelity of information to do those investigations, but also to report up to my board around how are things going in relation to security. And I like the fact I don't have to mess around with trying to forward operating system logs and figure out time drift. That's something that I now, as far as the information that Reveal captures for me, I don't need to worry about because I can trust the data is what I think it is.
Absolutely. And as you referred to before, the logs, logs can be clunky and hard to read. And what Reveal does is provide this high fidelity information with a lot of context into the detection itself. So you can correlate a connection event with a file event to create a detection event of interest and send it into a SIEM through the streaming service. And you have really good data there, high fidelity information, as you said.
That is really cool. So I think the question a lot of people are going to be asking themselves is, so how do we get this awesomeness? How do we get this? If you're a current customer, well, if you're not even a customer of ours, how do you get this, Neena?
Yeah, great question. So as I said, it's available to Reveal customers for free. Now, as you referred to, it's really easy to install and use. And our documentation is great. Instructions are great. It's a few easy clicks to integrate the SIEM streaming service, or if you're a Splunk customer, to install the app. But do reach out to a customer service team. They would be very happy to get you set up and running with the app or the service as your needs may be. And if you are a customer who would like to use the service, reach out to us and we'll be happy to let you know more.
That's awesome, Neena. Thank you. It's certainly been great chatting to you about these features, and something that impresses me about, the volume of new features that we get to chat about. It's always something new that you people in product are kind of passing my way. It certainly makes my life a lot easier. Thank you for this chat today. It's been great.
Thank you as well.